Hello everyone and welcome to CCEX Cinder. I'm your host Hawk20 and we're on to day 3. Now, we've had an interesting tournament so far, so looking forward to seeing how today's are going to go. Definitely going to be an interesting day as well, since we do have a lot of newer contracts in play that we've designed specifically for this season. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and look at today's daily and see how the EX contracts are going to switch things up a bit. Now, today's daily is taking place at Transport Hub, a very familiar map. A lot of the enemies here make some interesting gimmicks, but the more unique thing is the command terminals that are on stage. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not, and that can make things very interesting with how pathing works in the particular stage, especially with how drastically different it is when all 3 terminals are missing. So, let's go ahead and take a look at our EX contracts for this particular day. The first one is a pairing, Low Power 1 and Low Power 2. This one restricts the usage of some of the command terminals. With Low Power 1, you can only use 2, and Low Power 2, you can only get away with 1 command terminal. This does a lot of things. The first thing being specifically that, well, your deployment limit is reduced. It's pretty much the most impactful part of it. Up next is Go Drunk Your Home. As simple as this one is, it's also one of my personal favorites because, man, the icon is, it's hard not to like the icon for that one. This one is a very simple premise. You know the fanatics, the little drunkards that walk around on stage? Let them score, just one of them. That's it, there's nothing else to it. Now, there may be some unintended consequences that may not be as easy to spot at the beginning. The last one on our particular day for today is going to be Back in My Day. Only operators that were available from release day can be in your party. Pretty straightforward. No Myrtle, no Elysium, no Blaze, no W, no Mudrock. You're gonna have to work with what you got from day 1. That still leaves a very good solid roster to work with, but it does significantly reduce the type of operators you can work with in the long run here. Now, I will go ahead and say this much like we did last time. We do have timestamps available for each of the individual players' runs. So, if you are looking for a particular player and are willing to see how they did, feel free to skip to the time shown on screen. It also should be split up in YouTube's side, so you'll be able to quickly go to that if you would like to as well. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and dive into our very first player for today, and that is going to be Hoi. Now, Hoi obtained a risk 20, picking up all of the daily risks as well as Low Power 2, Back in My Day, and Go Drunk Your Home. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pause here and let the run go.
マップと敵座標の DMA 設定を適用しています。少々お待ちください。私たちにお任せください。了解した。待っている。気をつけて行動しますね。みんな、私に続け。備えは万全です。準備完了。みんな、私に続け。黙っている。オッケー、体が重く感じてきた？ターゲット、ロックオン。了解した。誰にも縛られるつもりはない。この目にお前の死を映す命令だ。大地タゲ簡単だ。害虫だ。諦める。強固しろ。貫く。すぐに終わる。準備完了。いい。強化しろ。
何か考えな。おの
ちょうど完了しました。
決まった。
誰一人通すものか。お前の叫びなんて誰にも届かねえよ。先輩、少し暑いかもしれませんよ。この程度で止まると思う。おい、先輩、ご命令を。この程度で止まると思うので。了解した。諦めるな。押せもっと声を上げろ。了解。イエスサー。
いい。
キラリーとこの程度で止まると思うの。
男女は我が夫。
体が重く感じてきた。治療プロセス開始します。おいもっと声を上げろ。 Mission accomplished.
Alright, I will definitely say it was interesting to see the use of red there and delaying that one particular enemy at the start. I'm going to assume there was some kind of a timing issue there that would have caused a little too much damage for Aya to handle, so that does make a little bit of sense there. Kind of clever that you ended up having to figure that out very quickly through the run. I will definitely say it was a little dicey at the end there with having to bail on Aya Fiala just for that extra blocking power from Texas. But hey, a win is a win, and that is really what matters. Congratulations, Poi, for the Risk 20. Looking forward to see how your future days are going to hold up. Up next is Ikazuchi, picking up a Risk 8 for today. Not taking any of the EX contracts, but that's alright. He did pick up the Bullies buff. That does it's a pretty big buff to begin with anyway. Did reduce the unit limit to 4, and also gave enemies more defense at the cost of less attack from friendlies. So, pretty solid Risk 8. We'll go ahead and see how this particular run went for Ika. I'll see you guys in a few.
人外では戦場で誰も救えない。
みんな助けに来たよ。バッタを。わあ、本気で行くよ。体を縛られるつもりはない。了解した。うわ、本気で行くよ。治療の準備だ。懸命な皇帝の王爵をへし折れ。うわ、そういうところだった。
いい。
了解した。了解した。了解した。縛られるつもりはない。命令を。前に進むぞ。わかりました。
何か考えがあるのか。己が存在を自らに。
アースの治療範囲に入る。アース スユニットチャージ中。この程度で止まると思うの。わらわの戦車よ、空をかけよ。あなたの考えはお見通しですよ。どうしたここっていい？諦めるの。わあ、見ちゃうところだった。初期化完了。アースユニット起動します。一気に型をつける。準備はできたか？諦めるの。ついてきて。始めるぜ。何やってんだ。アップルパイ。この程度で止まると思うの。わらわの虚空の塔よ。諦める。皆さんも私のことを信じてくれてますから。何すりゃいい？今助けてやる。
何か何時らの愛我が意向にかき消された。
悪くないって言ったね。お手並み拝見といこうか。よっ諦める。この程度で止まると思うの。初期化治療モード適用します。
I will definitely say, it is pretty dicey to watch that. Not having some of the major key player caster operators makes it a lot more difficult to deal with, especially with those bullies having such drastically boosted stats as they did. Not to mention their defense and their res being at a pretty scary level. However, the fact that Ika still managed to do it without those major casters in play is a feat in its own. So, congrats on the risk 8 there, Ika. Keep up the good work. Up next should be, picking up a risk 20 as well. Not bad. A lot of risk 20s today. Gonna be enjoying that for sure. Now, risk 20 also means that they picked up all the dailies as well as low power 2, back in my day, and go drunk your home. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and pause the tape here, and I'll let you guys enjoy the run. I'll see you in a bit. You know, it's always funny. Every single time we have a contract where we have to have some unique character on the map score, Ubu finds a very unusual way to do it. They did this with the Metal Crab and Frostcovered Ruins by just using Shaw to yeet them over their 3-block guard. But this time was just, let's just go ahead and pretend that the command terminal doesn't exist and just shove them in there. Oh man, definitely fun to watch that particular part, but hey, it worked out in the end and you got the risk 20, so congrats for the win there, Uwu. Looking forward to seeing how many other unique twists you bring to each of our particular days. Oh man. Now, up next is Phantomix, also picking up a risk 20. Pretty solid pick as well. Taking all of the usual dailies as well as our 3EX contracts. So, without further ado, I'll once again go ahead and pause and we'll go straight into the run. See you guys in a bit.
全員規律はしっかり守ってもらう。一気に型をつける。貴様の生死は私が決める。
頑張ります。
貴様の生死は私が決める。
地獄の豪華、いつでも行けるぜ。アーツユニットチャージ中。
私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。お？害虫が。私が行こう。強化しろ。おい！痛えか？痛えの。これでそうです？面倒だな。私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟を決めろ。奴らを抑える。強化しろ。おい！お前の叫びなんてこれでそうです？私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。
プログラム初期化完了しました。
どけ。
初期化アーツユニット起動します。
兵士は私が決める。こんなゴミくずども全部燃やしちまおうぜ。やったまんぞ。
It seriously is terrifying just how fast you can take out those particular bullies when you have calcification assisting both Aya and Ifrit. The sheer DPS on that is kind of a bit scary, to be honest. I will definitely say it was interesting seeing that a lot of people ended up leaguing an additional person. It just kind of was the way that things ended up working out. All the skills being on cooldown just kind of made it a bit difficult for everyone to get that damage in to take out those particular characters before they reach the goal. Granted, it still is a win. They still managed to avoid leaking too many. Nonetheless, Phantomix, congratulations on the risk 20 there. Keep up the good work, man, and looking forward to seeing how your future runs are going to go as well. Up next is Armadon, also picking up a risk 20. Once again, picking up all of those daily contracts as well as all 3 of our EX contracts for the day. So go ahead and pause again and we'll go into the recording for this particular run. See you guys in a few.
出発する。バッタをよく面倒だな。どけ。地獄の豪華、いつでも行けるぜ。私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。命令が待っている。戦場に出たから死ぬ覚悟を決めろ。よくない縛られるつもりはない。おってか痛えのか。貴様の生死は私が決める。了解した。前に進むぞ。
頑張ります。
私すぐに終わる。
少し暑いかもしれませんよ。
おってか痛えのか。始めよう。おい！てか痛えのか。あなたは私がお守りします。目覚まって押せ。てか痛えのか。
少し暑いかもしれませんよ。
奴らを抑える。諦めるな。目覚まってる。おってか痛えのか。私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。
I will definitely say, good timing on the calcification there to save the run at the end. God, that was actually a little closer than I thought it was going to be. But what I will also say is, I didn't really show this too much, but at the end you probably could see a little bit in the editing that there was a bit of a gang up on that one bully at the end. It was kind of a funny thing to watch, to be honest. Nice job on the risk 20 there. Keep up the good work, and looking forward to see how your future runs are going to go. Up next is Sky, also picking up a risk 20, all of the daily risk as well as our 3 usual contracts as well. So, definitely going to be an interesting clear from Sky as well, so we'll go ahead and take a second to watch through the run. I'll see you guys again in a few.
争いは避けられないもの。始めよう。
待機中です。突撃。
気に型をつける。
了解した。
戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟決めろ。
地獄の豪華、いつでも行けるぜ。
貴様の生死は私が決める。
待機中、スピードアップ。待機中です。
気をつけて行動しますね。
貴様の生死は私が決める。黙っている。押せ。お前の叫びなんて誰にも届かねえよ。ただ一瞬です。苦しみを忘れたことはありません。心配しないで。前に進むぞ。苦しみを忘れたことはありません。押せ。お前の叫び、
これでどうです？
心配しないで。心配しないで。抗ってみなよ。押せ。お前の叫びなんて誰にも届かねえよ。あなたは私がお守りします。抗ってみなよ。すぐに終わる。
先輩、ごめん、恥には気をつけて。
か痛えのか。お手並み拝見といこうか。強化しろ。
オラオラ。
こんなの悲しいです。貴様の生死は私が決める。
先輩、ターゲットロックオン。
苦しみを忘れたことはありません。押せ。お前の叫びなんて誰にも届かねえよ。切りつく。
I would definitely say that was not a spot I expect to see Ifrit placed at. I mean, it works though. Shining was able to keep her alive. It just works out that way. Definitely said there were some pretty close calls there health-wise. Whew. Glad they didn't go too bad, thankfully. Definitely was some close calls. Nonetheless, great job, Sky, and looking forward to your future runs as well. Keep it up, buddy. Alright, next up after Sky is Jin, picking up a Risk 11. Taking a good number of the standard contracts from enemy HP up, friendly attack down, the cost of guards and defenders being tripled, HP seals reduced to 1, and enemies getting increased speed and defense as well. We did pick up one of our EX contracts, and that was low power 2. Let's go ahead and pause here and see how the run went.
帰ってきたらごちそうあるかな。
面倒だな。始めよう。戦場に出たからには縛られるつもりはない。
Gosh, she's beautiful.
行ってきます。
はい、どけ。 よく余っている戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟を決めろ。
体が重く感じてきた。
命令に縛られるつもりはない。前に進むぞ。諦めるな。よくその程度で困ると思う。
もしどこかが急に発火したらそれはただの副作用だからね。聞こえてるよ。
諦めるな。よく余った了解した。強化しろ。
安定しています。先輩、ご命令を。
了解した。
承知した。
強化しろ。
オッケー、このピンチを乗り越えよう。
了解。すぐに終わる。
君何時らの愛我が意向にかき消されたり。
任せろ。
強化しろ。
I'll definitely say one of the best things about this was actually watching the alternation between Kyobe and Aya for the timers to work better for taking out those particular bullies. So definitely worked out in the end and made the run actually pretty clean. Not bad overall though. So good run there, Jin. Good run. Looking forward to seeing how your future runs are going to go. Now, our last player, Iron Cobra, wasn't feeling too well for this particular day and a few days afterwards, so we went ahead and just said that it'll be okay if he provides us with some screenshots for these particular days. So that's why you're seeing screenshots on the screen right now. Iron Cobra did a base risk of 10 and also picked up low power 2. So, not a bad run overall for him on that end, but unfortunately we don't have the video to really show that. So, at least we do have his score, so apologies for those that were looking forward to his run, but he was not feeling well, so we can't really blame him for that. But that is going to be all for this particular day. Hope you guys did enjoy these particular runs, and maybe might have learned a few things or two. Who knows? But let's go ahead and move on to accolades. Our first one is going to be Your Uber is Here, Mr. Drunk. This one is going to for... do I really need to explain why? I mean, he literally just punched the guy into the goal. That's all he had to do. It was nothing else I think we really need to describe on that. It was so way out of left field that it I don't really know how to feel about that. So, congrats for that accolade there, Uwu. Anyway, our second and final one of the day is Close But No Cigar. And that one goes to Armadon, who, in a clever use of calcification, managed to save his run from a failure. Very, very, very good use of that skill timing there to save the run. Definitely was close, but hey, he pulled it out and managed to get the W. So congrats to Arma for this particular accolade. And that's gonna be all for day 3 today. Hope you guys did enjoy these particular runs. And if you guys did learn something, hope you guys did enjoy finding that stuff out today as well. Nonetheless, I'll be seeing you guys again tomorrow for day 4. This is Hawk20, signing out.